You have seen the craze for learning coding, but what exactly is coding? Coding is what makes it possible for us to create computer software, apps, and websites. Your browser, your OS, the apps on your phone, Facebook, and this website, they are all made with code. Here is a simple example of code written in the Python language. Print hello world. Many coding tutorials use that command as their very first language because it's one of the simplest examples of code you can have. It prints the text hello world onto the screen. Now let's see the benefits of learning coding. Learning coding empowers you to do many things you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. These things include handcrafting your own websites, becoming a career coder, or even starting a technology business. Most importantly, you will be able to understand the technology shaping your world. You have undoubtedly heard or read somewhere that everyone needs to learn coding, right? Well, people say that for a reason. Whether you are looking for a career in the industry, starting a new hobby, or just wanting to understand technology, you can benefit from learning coding. Here are some of the things that learning coding can empower you to do. Make your own website. It's incredible to think how much the world has changed since 1991 when the World Wide Web first started. The web has taken over our lives and is showing no sign of stopping. Who knows where the web will take us in the future? Perhaps in another 10 years, every person will have their own website. If one thing's certain, it's that a website is a very valuable thing to have these days. If you own a website, a web presence is a must. If you don't, you still might want a personal blog or portfolio site to sell your web skills to prospective employers. Of course, your ability to create and maintain a website is severely limited unless you learn HTML and CSS code, the code that all websites run on. Become a career coder. Looking for a career change. The humble computer programmer is quite possibly one of the most underrated professionals out there. The demand for coders far exceeds the supply, so you will have no troubles finding a job. In fact, it's projected to grow at a rate of 30% between 2010 and 2020. That's twice as fast as most other jobs. And because the supply of coders around the world is so low, the pay is quite attractive too. Google and Facebook employees, for instance, are paid a base salary of $125,000. Starting a business, let's say you have got an idea for a software product or web business. You want to create the next Facebook, but you are short on cash. And being able to hire a team of coders is a pie in the sky. Why not learn code and build the product yourself? It's a path that many entrepreneurs are choosing to go down. They have started off with virtually no coding knowledge and have gone on to build their own small software businesses. For example, Nick D'Aloisio famously sold his iPhone app Summly to Yahoo for $30 million. Some of the kinds of businesses you can start include selling software, selling mobile apps, e-commerce, selling your coding time. If you do not have a product idea, there is no reason to sit twiddling your thumbs waiting for money to fall out of the sky. If you can learn code, you will not only be able to realize your product, but also know the source code of your software inside out. Now let's see the understanding that how computers work. This is probably the biggest benefit of all and the one that will apply to you no matter who you are or why you are interested in learning code. After all, you use the internet, mobile phones, so computers and software in your daily life. Isn't it a bit strange that you don't fully understand how these technologies work? With any luck, you will be able to discover ways in which coding can help you in your everyday life or job. You may decide to write your own scripts to perform routine tasks like sending emails, handling data, editing text, or doing calculations. Understanding how software and coding works is definitely valuable for anyone in any way, any walk of life. Thank you and happy coding, all of you. Enjoy coding.